Welcome to our new top 10 video. Today, we're gonna get into the stories of the most horrific serial killers in the world. Let's start with the first disturbing personality, Ted Bundy. He is one of the most known American serial killers. Ted Bundy kidnapped, raped, and murdered women and girls. He ultimately confessed to his crimes and was sentenced to death by the electric chair. 20 victims confirmed between 1974 and 1978. He faced his execution by the electric chair in January 24, 1989. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. An American serial killer, rapist, and burglar attacking his victims in their home at night, sometimes killing them by shooting them in the head in their sleep. Ramirez was found guilty of 43 charges, including 13 murders between 1984 and 1985, and was then sentenced to death. He later actually died of cancer while being in prison. Jeffrey Dahmer, one of the most notorious serial killers ever convicted in America. Dahmer specifically targeted young men and boys who he would lure into his home. Once there, he tortured and killed his victims afterwards. In total, 17 victims between 1978 and 1991. Jeffrey Dahmer was later killed in prison. John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy was a sex offender and serial killer in Chicago. He assaulted, raped, and murdered boys or young men. His crimes counted 33 victims between the 1960s and 1970s. He was punished by the death sentence in March 1980 and executed in May 1994. Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, blind, torture, kill. Rader was an American serial killer. He murdered his victims, and then sent letters to the police or the media, in which he was explaining his crimes. He had 10 victims in between 1974 and January 1991. He later got punished for his crimes by a life prison sentence. Gary Ridgway, or the Green River Killer, is a serial killer convicted of killing women and afterwards disposing their bodies in the Green River. Ridgway got 49 confirmed crimes between 1982 to 2001. Now he's facing a life prison sentence. David Berkowitz, son of Sam, a convicted serial killer who eluded the police for several months before ultimately being captured. This killer had 6 victims between 1970 and 1977. He got a court verdict of 6 consecutive life sentences. Karla Homolka. Karla Homolka raped and killed minors along with her ex-husband Paul Bernardo. This horror couple had 3 victims who unfortunately fell in their hands. Karla got 12 years of prison and life imprisonment for Paul Bernardo. Tsutomu Miyazaki. He's a Japanese serial killer, rapist, and cannibal who kidnapped and ultimately killed girls. In total, for victims, from age 4 to 7, between 1988 and 1989. He paid for his horrible crimes by death sentence in 1997 and died in 2008. Dennis Nelson. Dennis Nelson was a Scottish necrophile and serial killer. He killed particularly boys and young men. His crimes count 12 confirmed victims between 1978 and 1983. Nelson was convicted in 1983 of 6 counts of murder. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the top 10 video. Please like and subscribe to support our channel. Let us know what you think in the comments.